Hello, my name is Amusa, and this is the Random Adventures of Skyrim, Episode 3. Just some random adventures in the world of Skyrim. So, me talking about the last episode really wouldn't make sense because so much has happened between the last episode and now, as you can just tell by our armor. I have Lydia over here, and we found a cave. So, what better way to do than to explore it? Very nice of you to join us. As you can see, we have just entered the cave. What will we find? We have no idea. So let's do this. Alright, so I've dealt with many caves like this before. Now usually the good approach is just to stay stealthy and to use a bow and arrow. You see, we already have what appears to be just some regular skeevers. Not a big threat, as we can just eliminate them easily. There we go, that's both skeevers are dead. Now we can proceed to move on forward into this cavern. You see, we already found a dead bandit. Let's read his journal. Map has been updated and we started a quest. Will we ever get to the quest? Maybe not, because I'm already filled with so much quest that I probably would just rage quit this game before I even start the next one. So you see, skewer tail not good enough to eat. Very raw and not tender. Can make you sick. See, this cavern seems to keep on going down and further and further. Do we risk jumping in there? Or do we just leave? What do you say, Lydia? You know what they say, we're adventurers. We haven't took an arrow to the knee yet, so YOLO. Very well. We move on forward, let's check the water. There's a secret entrance. A soul gem and a chest. And a water breathing potion. Lovely. Alright, let's move on now, Lydia. Alright, we found some sort of tomb. And of course we are greeted with spiders. But they shouldn't be a big deal. You can see we just killed both spiders in one hit. We're pretty well equipped for this cavern. / dungeon. That door seems to be adept. Will I open it? Maybe. Let's keep on looking. There's some more gold. And it's a trap. The next time warn me that there's a trap. See, I almost died. More traps. This entire thing is rigged. Let's go back and let's open this door.
20 minutes later.
Now that we're inside, looks like nothing's in here. Or is it? Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in here. We wasted some lockpicks for no reason. Alright, let's continue moving on forward then. Crikey! There's a dragger. Best not wake him up. The best approach is to kill him in their sleep. Just like that. Now we can proceed to go forward. There's another one. That one didn't die in one shot. So we have to hit him with 2 arrows to ensure that he stays down. There's one more coming up to the left. If you stay quiet, we can kill him by surprise. Like that. So now, we just search and gather the loot. And try and find a way out of here. See, this one got us by surprise. Unfortunately, Lydia almost died. But it wasn't for me. She would have been dead. Now, places like this can be dangerous, as you never know what might sneak up on you, so the best way is to always watch each other's backs. Alright, we're greeted by some kind of mechanism. Some kind of puzzle even. Lydia, we can't open this door until we solve the puzzle. So what's the best way to do this? Well, if you backtrack all the way back from where we entered, we can see that there's been puzzles here the entire time. A clue even. Okay, we may have just solved the puzzle. Well, is that the combination we need, Lydia? Let's find out. Cranky! Let's continue forward. Now, before proceeding, you always want to stay crouched. Sneak is your best option in these tombs if you want to stay alive. So nice and stealthy and have your bow and arrow ready. You never know what lies ahead. Just like that, we can level up. Alright, now after you level up, you can proceed to go forward. They haven't realized you're in the room yet. So, just pick your targets. If you have a high enough sneak, they'll never see you coming. Or in these circumstances, stealth is no longer an option. They know we're here, so you're gonna have to fight your way through. Luckily for you, you should be highly leveled in your armor. So these mobiles won't be a problem for you. Now sometimes, you can revert back to stealth. If you're really trained in how to be sneaky. As you can see here, he has no idea where I'm at, which is the perfect advantage for me. Even though he spotted me now, I landed 2 critical shots on him, so killing him would be a lot easier now. See, he's dead, and I am the victor. Near his body is the spoils of war. Now, it's very important that when you're in these tombs, you check every single corner possible, and you double check. As you can see, I almost left a soul gem. It was just sitting there, and I almost missed it, but I went back, and I found it. So always backtrack and make sure you loot everything possible. Now, I was a bit careless in the beginning, coming into this dungeon, but I was to teach you guys to not be careless. You see now that you understand that this tomb has been booby trapped, and you see over ahead of us, there's holes. And what's in those holes? Poison darts. So the moment we hit this, it wasn't poison darts, but it was spikes. But the same idea, it was booby trapped, and we saw through it. But now, the real question is, how do you get that? Well, if that level doesn't work, there's always a backup lever. And now we can proceed and kill whoever stands in our way. Now we're greeted by another puzzle. Well, this puzzle is very simple. I don't even know if you can call it a puzzle, but basically, you gotta get through that without getting hit. Now, if you're like me, you're in a party of 2 or more. It's best if you go one at a time. So I will go first. Lydia, you stay behind and you wait for your opportunity. Now, before I go, you see, this is 4, which means running at normal speed, you will not get through it without getting hit. So it's best to take your time and go one at a time. As you see, Lydia isn't very smart. Luckily there's a chain. Oh, Lydia, you're back. Yeah. I can't explain that. Now, sometimes these places can get very dangerous the further you get into, but you're just gonna have to get your feet wet and continue pushing on forward. Cranky, we found what appears to be the ultimate droga, or whatever, however you pronounce it. This is not good. There's 3 of them, and only 2 of us. Luckily for us, the odds are actually in our favor. Just wait for the perfect time and kill the minion first. And don't worry, we can shout just as hard as they can to us. Just keep on swinging at them. Eventually they all fall. See, he's about to die. The final blow to kill him. And you have succeeded. And now, after you defeated the quote-unquote dungeon boss, you're greeted with some loot. And just like that, we're back at the beginning with the two skeevers and the dead bandit. Or adventurer. And that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the wonderful guide on how to raid a dungeon or a tomb, whatever you want to call it. Me and Lydia, we have stuff to do. So, get the fuck out of my face.